WCAR, Detroit.
The strike follows a predictable course. 8 downtown Detroit hotels spared the slowdown of an employee strike with an 11th-hour decision. This is Don Lesnoff with the Giant 1130. Weather in a word, cautious. The 1,000-member Hotel and Restaurant Employees Union decides to postpone their much-publicized strike.
We have agreed to their request and will consult with the Joint Board and return to the bargaining table on Monday at 2 p.m. at the Pickford Shelby. In the meantime, the contract will be extended on a day-to-day basis.
Local 705 President Mort Fury says the union has agreed to consider a new offer from the hotels. Detroit police hold 2 men in custody in connection with the fatal shooting of Patrolman William Schmetting. The officer confronted 4 would-be robbers in front of Sam's Loan Shop, 2100 Michigan. An eyewitness told the Giant 1130.
What we saw was just a cop car with his light on. He was approaching the place with his gun shooting, and he winged 2 fellas. They're trying to run around the corner. We saw that.
The witness also saw 2 standbys shot by police. Those 2, a woman and nephew, reported in good shape. One of the suspects wounded critically, another man killed. There won't be any anti-war halftime show during the Michigan-Stanford Rose Bowl clash. A Los Angeles Superior Court judge has ruled against an appeal by 2 U of M students to repeat an anti-war show done during the Michigan homecoming game. The owner-manager of Detroit's Roostertail hopeful at the effect the new legal adult age law will have in Michigan.
In the last 6 months, I've got quite involved with the drug scene here in the state of Michigan, talking to psychiatrists, doctors, and police. And I think that's going to help, this 18-year-old drinking is going to help that out. These young people want to experiment with something, and I'd rather have them experimenting with alcohol than the drugs. And I think that's going to be one of the big effects, besides the money effect.
Roostertail's Jerry Sheeneth reacting to the state law that lowers the drinking age to 18 at midnight tonight. Peace rally scheduled for the General Motors building Monday.
We feel that General Motors has been chosen as the target because it is the largest corporation in the United States, and it represents all of the corporate interests in the war in Vietnam as far as rubber, tin, any kind of resources are concerned.
Bill Marshall, Vietnam Veterans Against the War, says the rally will hopefully call public attention to U.S. escalation of the Vietnam War.
He thinks he's getting shafted. This is George Noory, a former Air Force sergeant who was medically discharged from the service, is caught in what seems to be a normal hassle of getting things done.
Well, I talked to a veterans representative before I was discharged from the Air Force. I sat down with this man and I talked to him. And, according to him, the Veterans Administration would call me or contact me in some way, and I would, take a physical for the Veterans Administration. Because due to the fact that I'll never be normal again, I do think that I should get something.
Former Sergeant Rick Niebusch of Taylor says he was operated on for a bone disease and deserves a pension. The government did get the former sergeant some cash upon discharge, but says Niebusch, that's no excuse for this delay.
And in the beginning, there was rhythm and blues.
CC Rider, see what you have done.
Atco Records presents the greatest recordings of the early years. This is more than just a group of oldies. These are people you grew up with.
Available wherever Atco Records are sold.
Don Lesnoff of the Giant 1130 at 8:36 WCAR Sports. The NHL Detroit Red Wings and the California Golden Seals tied 1-1 the second period at the Olympia. The NBA Detroit Pistons rest until meeting the Rockets in Houston Sunday. WCAR weather for Detroit and Roseland, clearing overnight, low in the lower 20s with a New Year's Day high near 35. Snow flurries through Sunday with warmer temperatures. WCAR Detroit Metro reports 25 degrees. This is Don Lesnoff with the Giant 1130.
WCAR.